Tonight, before we close our eyes, I invite you to listen to a very gentle secret. The universe is breathing, not with lungs, but with the rhythm of expansion, the widening distances between galaxies, between us and the horizon itself. The thing is, we often imagine the Big Bang as a single moment, and then it's over. But the truth is far more delicate. Space is still expanding, steadily, quietly, almost beyond grasp. In this video, I'll guide you from common misunderstandings to the clearer picture. Why the cosmic ruler stretches, why some places stay bound together, and why the rhythm of expansion is speeding up. I promise, within 10 minutes, you'll have a calm, coherent frame of understanding, slow enough to drift to sleep, deep enough to keep pondering in the morning. And if my words match the rhythm of your heartbeat, consider subscribing to Smart Sleep. Let's take a breath and begin. As you lie down, the room sinks into stillness. Somewhere, a star may be going dark. Elsewhere, another is being born. No sound, no light strong enough to reach the human eye, yet the universe is still moving, ceaseless, measured, as if inhaling and then exhaling. Perhaps it's the greatest breath of all, the breath of space itself. We usually think of breathing as something living beings do, bodies with lungs, with heartbeats, with awareness. But look more closely, and the universe might be breathing in its own way, not with air, but with distance. Each widening between galaxies is an inhale. Each contraction, if it ever comes, would be an exhale. And the wonder is this: within that breath, we are not outside observers, but part of the vast lung. We are inside the breath, not standing apart to hear it resound. Imagine you're holding a tape measure to gauge the distance between two faraway points of light. But the tape itself isn't fixed. It's slowly stretching, lengthening over time. You don't move. The 2 points don't move. Yet the number on the tape keeps rising. That is what's happening in the universe. When we say the universe expands, we don't mean galaxies are flying apart from a single colossal blast. There's no center of the explosion, no edge of the expansion. Space itself is what's growing, unfurling like a fabric being stretched from within, and we tiny people on a tiny planet, inside a not-so-tiny galaxy, are just threads sewn into that fabric. Everything is in motion, not because each thing has its own push, but because the very stage it rests on is swelling. Once we grasp this, a lovely paradox appears. Nothing really blew up. There wasn't a Big Bang exploding into empty space. Instead, space itself came into being and kept expanding from within, as if it took a long, steady breath. Picture it clearly and another image forms. The universe isn't a balloon inflating in a larger room. It's space-time itself that's stretching, every coordinate receding from every other in the same rhythm. We can't stand outside to watch because there is no outside. There's no perch beyond the universe. We are inside it, inside its breath, like tiny gas molecules drifting in the universe's vast chest. So each time you take a deep breath, imagine that somewhere, the universe is doing the same slow, deep, a breath that spans billions of years. What's astonishing is that despite our limits, humans have noticed this breath. We can't see the expansion of space with the naked eye, but we can measure it. Light from distant galaxies is stretched. Its wavelength grows longer, shifting toward red. That phenomenon is called redshift. Each time we measure that light, we're hearing the universe's breathing with the ears of physics, and that is wondrous. Simply by watching light, we learn that space is opening, as though, in that infinite darkness, there is a slow, steady breath, gentle yet grand enough to billow space-time. Yet the truly captivating part isn't just that the universe expands, but how it expands. You might expect the universe to breathe with an even, soothing tempo, like a steady heartbeat. But no, it doesn't inhale and exhale to a fixed metronome. There are phases when the breath accelerates and times when it eases. Right after the moment of birth, the era called cosmic inflation space expanded incredibly fast, beyond anything our minds can comfortably hold. Afterward, the breathing slowed, and more recently, it has sped up again due to dark energy, something we don't yet understand, but whose vast influence we can feel in the data. The universe is not a dull metronome. It's a symphony whose conductor is time. In that symphony, each galaxy is a low note, each photon a high melody, and we humans are listeners who don't fully grasp the piece we're in. We can measure, write equations, speak of the Hubble constant, a number that marks the expansion rate. But here's the irony, even that number isn't agreed upon. Different measurements give different results, as if the universe were teasing us. You haven't caught my rhythm yet. When we say the universe breathes, we're also saying something about how we see ourselves. We cannot be separated from the universe. We are born of stardust, of energies from ancient explosions. Every atom in your body, every molecule in your breath, once belonged to some star, once drifted through space, billions of years before becoming you. When you inhale, you are drawing in atoms that once lived in a faraway sun. When you exhale, you give them back to the universe. We are not merely in the universe. We are the universe, breathing with itself. Seen this way, the universe's breath becomes a deep metaphor. Everything is changing, widening, opening. Nothing is fixed forever. Every distance, every relationship, every idea is in motion. Expansion isn't only physics, it's philosophy. When we understand that everything is unfolding, we can accept change within ourselves, within our lives, within time. Death is not an ending, but part of a long breath. Every beginning is an inhale, every loss an exhale. But just as in the cosmos, not everything is pulled apart. Some places are so bound by gravity that they hold galaxies together, resisting separation. Like in human lungs, even as air flows in and out, some part always holds a little breath to keep life going. In the universe, stars, planets, and galaxies are durable structures within a widening flow. They do not drift off without limit because gravity locks them together like love, binding people, an invisible yet mighty force that keeps what is precious close, even in a surrounding emptiness. On a deeper level, the breath of the universe is also a metaphor for the breath of consciousness. When we observe the universe, we also observe our own minds. Each time our understanding widens, we expand. Each time we doubt, we contract. It's a natural learning cycle, not unlike the universe's inhale and exhale. We may be small in a vast cosmos, but without us, who would know that the universe breathes? Perhaps the universe needs consciousness to notice its own breath. Perhaps that is why we exist, so the universe can see itself. Sometimes, as you lie listening to the wind, it feels as though the world is breathing with you. The wind is the breath of air, the waves are the breath of the sea, and starlight, that is the breath of space. Whenever you feel lonely, remember, you are not truly alone. You are lying within the universe's enormous lung, gently inflated from moment to moment. Time doesn't flow away. It opens, slowly, wrapping around you. Everything you've worried about, feared, or longed for is drifting within that breath, dissolving into the backdrop of space-time, joining an endless dance. Pause for a moment, inhale deeply and exhale slowly. You may sense not just your own breath, but the breath of billions of years of evolution, of stars that have died, of dust clouds that are forming new worlds, all of it blending into a single rhythm. When we feel that, our fears ease. We understand we are not apart. We belong to the breath. And if the universe is still inhaling, then everything is still unfolding. There is no finale, only continuity. Science says the universe will keep expanding, and one day, distant galaxies will recede so far that their light will never reach us again. The night sky will dim, stars will go out, space will grow cold and empty, but seen differently. Perhaps that is just a longer breath, a quiet pause between two beats. Perhaps, trillions upon trillions of years from now, the universe will contract, then bloom again, like a heart that stops for a second and starts anew. The universe's breathing is not just physics, it's the vital pulse of existence itself. In this very moment, as you hear these whispers, a galaxy somewhere may be rushing away from us at thousands of kilometers per second. Its light, after billions of years of travel, is only now brushing your eyes tonight. You are looking at the past, and in that past, some civilization may have looked up and wondered the same about us. The universe doesn't just expand through space, it expands through memory, through time, through imagination. Each person who gazes into the night adds another breath to it. So when we say, the universe breathes, don't think of it as mere metaphor. Treat it as a subtle truth. Everything is moving, yet in a rhythm that holds order. Amid the world's chaos lies a hidden breath that keeps things connected. We may not hear it, but our bodies, our hearts, and our minds are synchronized with it. So breathe in deeply and breathe out slowly. With every breath, you are harmonizing with the universe, with its lungless breath, with the widening rhythm of space. And if you feel even a touch more peaceful, just a little, it's because you've tuned into the pulse of all life, of every light, of every star that has ever been or will be. You have heard the universe breathe, and within that breath, you are a small note, yet perfectly placed, from the universe's first breath that we've just listened to together. Now lean in a little closer to hear more clearly the music's tempo. What seemed like an even breath hides spurts of acceleration and unexpected rests, like a symphony composed by no one, and yet resounding across space-time. If the universe has a heart, perhaps it beats in the expansion itself. Each era a different tempo, slow, fast, then slow again. In that changing rhythm live the deepest mysteries, melodies that science is still trying to catch. Amid the great silence of space, it sounds steady, but it isn't a metronome. Listen closely. From its earliest moments, the universe didn't unfold leisurely. It experienced super-fast inflation, a sudden, astonishing surge when space expanded faster than light, in less than a tiny fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a second. The universe swelled from smaller than an atom to galactic in scale. No sound can capture that speed. It wasn't an explosion, but space rising at once, a fabric pulled taut in a single breath, sweeping fledgling particles along in an invisible gale of growth. We call it inflation, cosmic inflation, it did more than expand. It set the blueprint for everything to come. The tiniest quantum ripples of that era, over billions of years, became galaxies, stars, and eventually, us. You might think the breath then simply slowed and cooled with time. But something strange happened, just when we grew clever enough to measure with care, to hear the universe's faint, far echoes. We found the breath speeding up again, like a weary chest drawing deeper, stronger breaths. Scientists call the cause of this acceleration dark energy, a term as beautiful as it is unsettling. Beautiful, because it hints that the universe still lives and moves. Unsettling, because it makes up over 68% of the cosmos, and we don't yet know what it is. It doesn't shine, reflect, or interact. Its one act is to push things apart, and the farther apart they are, the stronger the push. A paradoxical force, a rhythm that runs against intuition. If the universe's breath is music, dark energy is the hidden conductor guiding the tempo. There are quiet passages where expansion slows, and crescendos where it quickens so much that even light must stretch to keep pace. And we small listeners try to understand this vast score through scattered notes, faint signals from the cosmic microwave background, from distant supernovae, from the curvature of space-time. Each time we time the universe's beat, we're trying to catch the rhythm of a song we've only heard the opening bars of. Every minute mismatch, every disagreement between results, hints at a deeper melody, one we've yet to learn. The Hubble constant, dry as it sounds, is the universe's instrument. It measures how space expands over time, yet the instrument seems out of tune. Teams who measure it in different ways get different answers. One approach uses ancient light, the cosmic microwave background, while another uses present-day light from Type Ia supernovae. Two methods, two eras, two breaths of the universe, and they don't fall into the same tempo. It's as if two musicians are playing the same piece, but their strings aren't tuned to the same pitch. One plays from memory, the other from the present. And that out-of-tune gap, just a few percent, changes the feel of the whole symphony. Could it be that the universe doesn't expand uniformly in every direction? Or has something in time altered how space opens? Perhaps the Hubble constant isn't truly constant, but changing by rules we don't yet know. Each question echoes through the void, reminding us the universe not only breathes, it sings. And there are low notes we still haven't heard, amid the debates and clashing measurements. Maybe the disagreement itself is the clue to a new layer of meaning. The universe might be telling a different story, not only about physics, but about the play between order and chaos. Step back, and you'll see this changing tempo is more than equations. It's a story about the life of all that exists. The expansion's phases resemble a human life. Youth is eager, explosive, that's inflation. Then comes a steadier, more measured era, slower expansion. With age, the breathing deepens, not always from need, but from the wish to linger. So it goes for the universe. Perhaps it is aging, yet not dying. It's breathing slower, deeper. With each breath, it tells another tale. This rhythm teaches us uncertainty. Nothing is perfectly regular in physics or in life. We may think we know a law, but a small discrepancy can remake our worldview. Just as the Hubble constant's mismatch forces us to revisit cosmic history, theories we cherished might be sketches of a larger picture, like hearing a song too soon and thinking we've grasped it, when we've only reached the prelude. The out-of-tune moment isn't frightening. It's where beauty hides, where human curiosity lights up. Imagine we could hear the universe's expansion. If each fluctuation in the Hubble rate were a sound, what would that music be? Perhaps the bass of black holes, the low groan of gravitational waves, the long hum of photons reddening as their light stretches, an orchestra with no players and yet playing for every living thing. Each glance we cast at the sky is a small act of listening through our own breath. The more we learn this rhythm, the humbler we become. Some things exceed our measuring. We can gauge distance, light, and time, but not the universe's intent. What we call dark energy might be a surface trace of something deeper, a feature of space-time's fabric, the effect of other dimensions, or even a reflection of the cosmos's collective awareness. Each hypothesis opens a door, and behind each door is another question. The universe is a never-ending composition. The more we listen, the more notes we discover have yet to sound. So tonight, as you listen, imagine a distant breath resonating with your heartbeat. The universe is neither perfectly regular nor purely chaotic. It's a harmony between order and freedom, between law and improvisation. That is what makes it alive, what makes it real. And like you, it needn't breathe on the beat. It only needs to breathe in a way that affirms its being. The universe is the same. It inhales, exhales, shifts its tempo, yet never stops living. The Hubble value may differ. The measurements may conflict, but in that conflict lies the beauty of seeking. Every scientist, every watcher, is a musician trying to find the right tempo, tuning their instrument to the cosmic score. Perhaps the symphony never resolves. Perhaps life itself depends on that imperfection. If one day we pinned down the true Hubble constant and everything matched perfectly, that might be the moment the universe stopped breathing and the song ended. For now, while the numbers still disagree and the questions remain open, the breath continues, meaning the universe and we are still alive. And when you close your eyes tonight, let that music cradle you. Imagine that between the pauses of your breath, another breath farther, deeper is flowing alongside. Every second you exist is a small note in the universe's grand symphony. If you hear the misalignment between breaths, don't be afraid. In that very mismatch, beauty is born, the space for curiosity, for living, for loving, and for widening. Like the very fabric expanding around us, drawn by this shifting cosmic pulse, we're led deeper into the universe's wordless score. Each low note, each quickened beat, each quiet rest holds a story written in light. And when humans with eyes that never tire of wondering try to hear that breath, we don't use ears, we use giant telescopes. The universe doesn't speak in sound, it speaks in light. Light is the first language, and the oldest breath we can still hear. We measure the breath with ancient light photons that have traveled nearly 14 billion years just to whisper, "I was once very hot, very dense, and I have expanded." We call it the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the Big Bang, or more precisely, the universe's first audible breath, when the first atoms formed and matter and light parted ways. The universe became transparent for the first time. It was like the first cry of a newborn, and that radiation still echoes today, soft, faint, and never quite fading. If the universe were a sleeping person, the microwave background would be the quiet breath of its first dream. It fills every direction, wrapping us like a cosmic blanket, bathing emptiness in a delicate warmth, just above 2.7 degrees above absolute zero. Chilly as that sounds, the faint heat is proof of space's first life signs. By measuring the tiniest variations in this glow, we trace the earliest dust motes, the minute ripples seeded during inflation that became the starting points of all later galaxies. Every map of that background is like a prenatal ultrasound of the young universe, where we can see space-time's first pulses. But we humans, as all loving creatures do, don't only look backward. We want to know how things are now. To time the universe's current breath, we use a different method: standard candles, the poetic name for type Ia supernovae. When an old star explodes, it shines with extraordinary brilliance, often outshining its entire galaxy. The marvel is that these supernovae reach nearly the same peak brightness everywhere. That lets us use them as candles to gauge distance, see how much their light has dimmed, and we know how far away they are. Compare that to the host galaxy's recession speed, and we infer today's expansion rate. Two measurements, one from ancient light, one from present light, are like two heartbeats of the same body. One pulse from a distant childhood, one from the living present. The fact that these two don't match is what stirs both science and philosophy. It's like two people telling the same story. One says the music is slower, the other says it's faster. The discrepancy isn't just a small numerical quirk. It's a big question. Are we listening wrong, or has the universe begun a passage no textbook has scored yet? Maybe our probes are off, our instruments not yet fine enough, or maybe the universe truly is singing a new phrase, a transition no physicist has heard before. If two methods yield two tempos, then one may be misreporting the breath, or both are hearing only parts of the greater harmony. In cosmic art, small deviations can carry giant messages. Perhaps there are undiscovered particles, strange fields, or extra dimensions. Each mismatch is a door, not only for science, but for human imagination. Microwave background and standard candles may sound purely technical, but seen with the heart, they are two ways the universe tells its tale. One speaks of infancy days when everything was light and energy. The other speaks of the present of stars that lived, burned brightly, and burst to scatter elements across the void. Two stories, two breaths, one long inhale stretched over 14 billion years, and humans are the only beings we know who can hear both. Physicists peering through telescopes are, in spirit, poets listening to a score. They wonder why the refrain is slightly off, why the tempo changes, and whether a new movement is beginning. They count photons and measure wavelengths the way musicians count beats. In each margin of error, they hear the echo of a mystery, maybe an unspotted dark matter particle, a new twist in dark energy, or a reminder that we don't yet grasp time itself. If the microwave background is the heartbeat of the past and supernovae are the pulse of the present, then the gap between them is the heartbeat of human intellect. That distance is measured not only in light, but in our longing to understand. Perhaps that is what makes our species unique. We don't just live in the universe. We yearn to know how the universe lives. We don't just breathe air. We seek to understand how space breathes. Think of measuring ancient light as looking into a mirror of time. Each photon is a memory. When you see a star, you see its past. When you trace the Milky Way, you look hundreds of thousands of years back. When you observe the microwave background, you're seeing the earliest moment, the universe not yet knowing what it would become. It is existence's first memory. Maybe the universe isn't silent at all. We just haven't tuned to its frequency. And when we observe supernovae, we hear the heartbeat of the present, powerful thumps, proving the universe still acts, still expands, still carries energy in every thread of space-time. Each supernova is a fierce exhale, flinging energy and heavy elements outward, seeding new planets and new lives. It is as if the universe renews itself with fiery breaths. When those two beats don't match, when past and present tell different stories, we feel smaller than ever. Yet from that smallness grows something vast, a sense of companionship. If the universe can breathe, change tempo, and sing in many frequencies, then we, with irregular hearts and feelings that speed and slow mirror the same essence. Maybe imperfection is what brings us closest to the cosmos. Imagine if the microwave background is the first breath and supernovae are the current heartbeat, then we, the living today, are the quiet between them. We are not as loud as explosions, not as distant as ancient whispers, but a still moment between echoes, able to hear both past and present. In that stillness, if we are calm enough, slow enough, we realize the universe doesn't only widen outside us, it opens within our minds. When the two heartbeats disagree, our probes may err, or it may be a message. Nature does not deviate without cause. If expansion is faster, perhaps dark energy is strengthening. If slower, perhaps dark matter weighs more heavily than we think. Or perhaps time itself flows unevenly, stretching and relaxing in its own way, like the breath of space. Every hypothesis begins a new story, a new chapter in understanding the place we live. And who knows, among these transitions, there may be a chapter meant for us. The dreamers between the stars. Science calls it the Hubble tension, but with the heart, it's just a blue note in the universe's music. Every beautiful song has a blue note. It's what makes the listener pause, reflect, and soften. The universe is the same. It doesn't need perfection to exist. It only needs to keep breathing. And in our measuring, we learn a simple lesson. To understand a breath, sometimes we must fall silent and listen. So, tonight, as you lie still, inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Picture distant standard candle supernovae flaring, ancient photons still traveling, and all of it breathing with you. You are not merely breathing. With your own body, you are timing the universe's breath. Each beat of your heart is a beat of space. Each exhale, a small wave joining the old sea of light. The universe doesn't need our full understanding to go on living. But we need to look up to remember we are living inside a story without a final page. A story written in light, told through breath, and sung by the tiniest mismatches. Mismatches that keep us curious, loving, and eager to wake each morning to listen again for how the universe breathed in the night. From those standard candle beacons by which we time the universe, we have heard a long, strange breath, now quick, now slow, sometimes catching, sometimes bursting, like a distant wind. Yet, through all this motion, something endures, like a quiet heartbeat in a chest. Though space expands, not everything is torn apart. In some places, gravity prevails. There, stars, galaxies, and galaxy groups clasp tightly, like cells in a vast body staying joined while the air around them swells. This image of a universe that both opens and holds is among the loveliest paradoxes we've found. If the universe were a living body, space would be the lungs and galaxies, the heart's chambers. The lungs widen with each breath, drawing in emptiness, inflating space-time, while the heart keeps its own rhythm, gravity's invisible cords tightening to keep the stars from dissolving into the infinite. We might say, the universe is breathing deep in its chest, while the heart still beats, circulating star blood round and round. It's a simple, sacred image where physics meets poetry, gravity meets affection, and the structure of space mirrors the structure of life. Yes, space is expanding, but that doesn't mean everything is drifting apart. Picture a huge rubber sheet. Set heavy coins on it, each coin a galaxy. As the sheet stretches, the gaps between coins grow, but the coins don't stretch. They keep their shape, holding themselves together. Gravity does the same in the universe. It keeps stars bound within galaxies, and galaxies bound in groups. Expansion isn't a centrifugal explosion. It's the swelling of the emptiness between large structures. That emptiness, the background actor, is what truly puffs up. Like a chest filling with air, while inside, the galactic heart squeezes slowly and steadily. This means that we, Earth, the Sun, the Milky Way, are not being pulled away from everything. The Milky Way's gravity holds us securely, despite the expansion outside. Like mist in a room, even as air spreads out, the droplets cling together in rounded beads. The universe is a mixture of both opening and bonding, distance and closeness. Look up at the night sky. The stars you see don't drift apart because of expansion. Their motions are local, circling the galactic center, like red blood cells coursing around a heart. Gravity is the squeezing pulse that keeps that star blood from bursting. Our Milky Way, small in a cosmic sea, is still a beating chamber, contracting to its own tempo. When we watch, we don't just see light, we see signs of survival. A quiet heart, still at work inside a breathing cosmos. This truth invites us to rethink order. The universe is not a machine exploding into chaos. It's a body finding balance. In some regions, the push of expansion wins, opening space without limit. Elsewhere, gravity is stronger, drawing matter together into clusters, superclusters, and black holes. These forces are not enemies. Together they form a double breath. Space inhales outward, while gravity exhales inward. One opens, one gathers, and life lives between them. Lay that image over yourself, and you'll see. We live as the universe lives. Inside, we hold tight memories, feelings, loved ones. Outside, we open learning, changing, letting go. Hold everything, and we suffocate, release everything, and we unravel. Between holding and releasing, between gravity and expansion, we exist. Perhaps the universe is learning the same lesson. How to open without losing itself. Science calls this structure formation. Slightly denser regions in the early universe, under gravity, drew together into filaments and knots and then into galaxies. The voids between them, regions sparse in matter, thinned and expanded faster. On the largest scales, the universe looks like an immense web. The bright strands are chains of galaxies. The hollows are where space breathes most freely. It's cosmic lace, at once thick and fine, taut and loose, all sharing one breath. Imagine looking from so far away that galaxy clusters are mere specks. You would see a translucent mesh, with vast hollows ballooning between slender, glowing threads. That is the universe's chest cavity, the place where the breath happens. The bright strands and clusters are the heart's chambers, gravity's contractions, keeping energy from dispersing. A universe breathing deeply, yet keeping its heartbeat steady. It's a scene both majestic and tender, like a giant creature asleep on the sea of time. Curiously, although space expands, we don't feel it. The spacing between molecules in your body doesn't grow. Atomic bonds, Earth's gravity. The sun's pull, all are so strong they erase any local expansion. You, the table, the room, the planet, even the solar system, all sit in gravity's winning zone. Only beyond, in the wide gaps between galaxies, do we see the breath. The universe expands not where matter is dense, but where matter is scarce. A beautiful paradox. Only in emptiness is the breath free to unfold. From that vantage point, we can better understand the loneliness of space. Between galaxies lie ever-growing voids, places with no stars, no planets. Only the quiet presence of dark energy, gently pushing everything farther apart. Those regions are the lungs of the universe, the places that inhale silence. Deep inside galaxies, where stars wheel around one another, lies the heart where light shines and life unfolds. The universe is, therefore, a being both solitary and resplendent, and we, a small life on a small world, belong to that shining part, where the cosmic heart still keeps time. In the end, this is more than physics. It is a philosophy of living. When everything around us changes, when the world expands so quickly we can't quite keep pace, remember, some things aren't carried off those invisible bonds, those steady values, those souls that hold on to one another with the gravity of love. Amid life's widening flow, be the star that knows how to keep to its orbit, because it is precisely the galaxy's embrace that gives the universe its shape. If everything drifted apart, there would be no light, no form, no havens where life could dwell. Looking back, we might say, cosmic expansion is not the same as separation. It is the opening of empty space to hold more possibility. Across that emptiness, points of light still cling to one another. Just as through all the changes of a human life, bonds remain that keep us from dissolving. Gravity is not merely Newton's equations or Einstein's field lines. It is also a metaphor for everything that binds the world together. Kinship, trust, memory, love. If one day you feel lost in the vastness, remember, even in an expanding universe, there are places where beings hold one another and do not come undone. The Milky Way still holds us. The sun still holds the earth. The earth still holds you. And you, with your breath, still hold a portion of the universe in your lungs. We live within that galactic heart chamber, where star blood courses through the arteries of time, carrying life, memory, and light. So tonight, as you listen to these words, imagine, beyond that wall of quiet, the universe is still breathing deeply. Voids are opening, galaxies are still in one another's arms, and the colossal heart of space is beating evenly on. Let your breath blend with that breath. Inhale and feel the opening. Exhale and feel the binding. And remember that, like the universe, you have the right to open without fear of losing yourself to love and still keep your center. The universe is a twin symphony of distance and connection, of expansion and holding. If either side falls silent, the music loses its life. Perhaps the most wondrous thing is not that the universe is expanding, but that it still gathers itself, still keeps a galactic heartbeat within the boundless breathing of time. From the galactic heart that continues its tightening pulse over star blood streams, we listen softly as the universe keeps breathing. That breath stretches over billions of years, seemingly without end. Yet within that immensity, a question rises light as wind, deep as an abyss. Will the inhale ever repeat as an exhale? Or one day, when space reaches some ultimate stretch, Will the universe pause, draw back, and breathe itself in again, a returning breath? This is not a mere trick of imagination. It's a long, sustained note in the minds of physicists, philosophers, and night sky dreamers, those for whom starlight arrives billions of years late, while feeling arrives at once. Across the past century, we have asked, does the universe end? And if so, how? Some say it will go on expanding forever, until every distant galaxy has receded beyond sight. A future cold, dark, and thin, where stars have died, energy is smeared out, and only absolute quiet remains. We call it heat death. Motion winds down. There is no breath left to draw. Not because the universe has vanished, but because it has cooled to stillness like a fire that burned itself out and left only fine ash. Not a tragic death, but a sorrowful one. The sorrow of depletion, of the last light dimming with no time for goodbye. Others believe it won't end in coldness, but in a great return. After space has stretched to some limit, gravity, the force once outpaced by dark energy, will come back stronger than ever. Expansion will halt, then reverse. Galaxies, stars, even photons will be tugged toward a common fate. A big crunch, an inverted breath that gathers all back to the beginning, and perhaps, after that contraction, a new expansion, another big bang, a breath that cycles forever, with no first and no last, only the inhales and exhales of endless time. Between these ideas we stand, as if between two heartbeats. On one side a lonely future, on the other a rebirth. Both are beautiful, each in its own way. And the truth? It may be neither one exactly. The universe may choose another path, a breath that does not repeat, but evolves. Strikingly, every model we draw shares one feature. Predictions hold only until we measure more precisely. Each time we think we've learned the rhythm, the universe changes tempo. Each time we think the piece has ended, a new note sounds. Perhaps the universe's true rhythm lives not in final results, but in the curvature of questions. It is the questions themselves that keep the cosmos breathing and keep us looking up. When Einstein sketched the equations of space-time, he imagined a static universe, adding a constant to hold it still. Then Hubble showed that space expands, and that constant became his greatest blunder. In the 21st century, when we discovered acceleration, that blunder returned under a new name, dark energy. The story is not only about science, it's about humility before the unknown. Each time measurements sharpen, the graph changes its beat. Each data set is a fresh score. Each number, a new note forcing us to rewrite the melody. The universe, it seems, cares less about being understood than being experienced. And we, the listeners, find that the more we try to snap to its beat, the more we realize this music has no fixed meter. Sometimes it's in 3, sometimes in 4, sometimes urgent, sometimes hushed. In that change, we touch something truer than any equation. The universe lives, and its breath is ceaseless change. Imagine yourself a speck of dust within the cosmic body. Every measurement you make, every question you ask, is a contraction or expansion of understanding. Greater precision is a deeper inhale, listening more closely. When results surprise you, you exhale, adjust, relearn how to hear. And in those alternating breaths, human knowing widens just as the universe widens. Perhaps the cosmic score is not only about space, it is also about awareness, where listener and song become one. There's a lovely truth here. No matter how exact our measurements, there remains a gap between model and reality. That gap is not a failure. It's the room where curiosity breathes. As a jazz musician never plays a tune exactly the same way twice, the universe is always improvising. Every observation, every data set is a new riff. We never know it all. And perhaps that is why the cosmos remains enchanting. If one day we measured everything perfectly and all matched, the song might fall silent, for there would be no room left for wonder, no curvature left in the question. In its deepest spirit, science is the art of asking better, not merely answering more exactly. When we ask, will the inhale repeat the exhale? We are not only asking about cosmic futures, we are asking about the cycle of existence. Does everything recur? After death, does something return? When our dreams fade, do they sow the next dream? Perhaps the universe itself does not know. It only inhales, exhales, and smiles at our curiosity. Philosophically, the universe's breath is also a metaphor for the evolution of awareness. We begin in turbulence, expanding as quickly as a newborn's hunger. Then we slow, grow, and seek order. Then we quicken again, as human insight opens and science walks alongside spirit. Each epoch of humanity is another breath of collective mind. Each time we measure more precisely, we have lived more deeply, felt our own heartbeat more clearly within the cosmic body. There is something beautiful here. The universe has no outside perch from which to watch itself. In striving to know the cosmos, we are the cosmos, knowing itself. When we rewrite the score, the universe rewrites it through us. So the question, will inhale, repeat, exhale, belongs not only to space but to us. Can we learn to begin again? Can we dare to draw back and breathe in anew? Some models predict that if dark energy keeps winning, the universe may unravel in a big rip, a tearing so complete that even atoms are pulled apart. It sounds apocalyptic, but who knows? Perhaps it is only a powerful exhale, preparing for a deeper inhale, a cycle not periodic, yet perpetually generative. Much like a human life, we lose things, and in loss, new seeds take root. The universe, like us, never truly dies. It only changes the form of its being. And so, perhaps the cosmos's true rhythm isn't in inhale versus exhale, but in the curvature of the question. Each time we tilt our inquiry, space bends, time shifts, understanding widens. The question is creative power. Questions keep us alive. Over billions of years, the universe may be teaching us something simple. Don't hunt the final answer. Cherish the unfinished questions, because, as in music, a piece with only one note is silence. As long as there is curvature, unresolved melody, a little uncertainty, the music plays on. So does the universe. It never stops changing tempo, and we, its listeners, are allowed to feel each modulation as part of ourselves. Tonight, as you take a slow, deep breath, let your mind drift between two tides, between expansion and contraction, between knowing and not knowing. Each inhale you take is a new version of the universe. Each exhale is a fresh measurement of awareness. And when you wonder, will this rhythm repeat? Smile, because the wondering itself is already part of the song the universe is composing. You are not only the listener, you are a note in a melody without an ending. The universe may grow cold, dark, and thin, or it may draw back, blaze, and bloom again. But whatever comes, It is still singing, and we are still listening. With every sharper measurement, every deeper insight, we find the score was never paused. It only changed tempo, changed technique, and added a few new notes. Perhaps that is precisely what keeps the universe alive, keeps us dreaming, and keeps us through the long night listening on to hear what the next breath will be. From the universe's endless inhale-exhale, we journey into the symphony of space-time, where every vibration carries a tale. Amid the vast quiet, another whisper waits, not bright, not visible, not star-hot, but subtler and deeper, like the cosmos's heartbeat returning to us. These are gravitational waves, the invisible ripples in space-time's fabric, woven by violent mergers of black holes. The final embrace of the heaviest matter moments when the universe sings with its very structure. If light is the breath, gravitational waves are the whisper. And in learning to listen, we hear not only the crash of collisions, but the rise and fall of space itself. The deepest music the cosmos has played. Imagine two black holes, each many times the mass of the sun, circling in darkness. They emit no light, no stellar blaze, only silence, until they spiral closer and join. In that instant, space-time stretches and warps, then springs outward with ripples that sweep across the universe, like a stone dropped upon a still lake. Rings spread and spread, but this is no water. This is reality's weave. Gravitational waves don't shake a medium. They shake space-time itself. And wonderfully, we can hear them. In 2015, we first heard that whisper. Not sound in air, but exquisitely tiny variations in distance. So small they were 1,000th the width of an atom. Detectors on Earth, LIGO and Virgo, caught them. Converted to audio, the signal was a chirp, brief, potent, like a cosmic heartbeat. It came from two black holes that collided over 1 billion light-years away. When that happened, Earth had no humans, no blue seas or sky as we know them. Yet the waves still arrived, and we creatures who can listen received them. That moment changed science forever. Until then, we could only see the universe with light from radio to gamma rays. Light is wondrous, but limited. It cannot pierce dense dust, cannot escape black holes, cannot tell every story when matter hides the view. Gravitational waves are different. Nothing blocks them. They pass through emptiness and matter alike. In hearing them, we don't merely see the universe, we feel it, like sensing a pulse through the skin. From then on, the cosmos ceased to be a still picture. It became a score. Light is the melody, bright, clear, sparkling. Gravitational waves are the bass line, deep, quiet, weighty. Together, they form a fuller symphony. And the marvel is this: we live at the moment when humanity can hear both at once. From an artist's eye, we sit in the universe's recording studio, where each stellar explosion and black hole merger is an instrument playing its part. Light paints the tune. Gravitational waves keep the time. When we merge these tracks, we can reconstruct the studio who played what, when, and how the universe arranged its session. This is more than metaphor. By combining light and gravitational waves, scientists can measure the expansion rate more precisely than ever. You see, when black holes or neutron stars collide, they can send us both ripples and light. If we measure the arrival of both, we can compare their timings. Gravitational waves traverse space-time's geometry. Light is slowed or scattered by matter along the way. Knowing the difference lets us infer the true expansion rate, where the universe swells and where it relaxes. In other words, we are learning to hear the universe's deeper breath. Like any music, there are lows and highs, long tones and breaks. So it is with the universe. It does not expand uniformly. In some regions, dark energy puffs space faster. In others, gravity holds things together. Each gravitational wave arriving here is a distinct note, carrying information about the spaces it passed through. Gather enough recordings, and we'll chart the universe's real rhythm, where breath ceases to be metaphor and becomes data, physical truth, the score that space-time itself performs. But don't think this is only dry science. Gravitational waves are proof, in some quiet way, that the universe has feeling. It speaks not only with light, what we can see, but with vibration, what we can sense. Every tremor, however faint, bears news of change, collision, transformation. With our delicate instruments, we are learning to attend to what the universe has whispered for billions of years. When we say, another whisper of breath, it isn't merely poetic. Each great motion, each expansion-contraction, sends space-time's gentle exhale through all things. We live within those ripples, tiny creatures floating in an inaudible sea. Our bodies, our matter, every atom in us, quivers ever so slightly as a gravitational wave passes too subtly to feel. But were we sensitive enough, perhaps we would hear that breath, a tender sigh of space in motion. This reveals a deeper truth. Everything has its rhythm, and nothing is isolated. When two black holes collide far away, billions of light years off, their tremor still brushes the Earth. A ripple smaller than dust slips through us. Our homes, our sky, our seas, all things are linked by vibration. We and those black holes are not separate. We occupy different bars of the same score. And so, in reconstructing the cosmic studio, we stitch together more than data. We stitch together sensation layers of tremor, of signals, of breaths, until a fuller portrait of existence appears. The universe is not meaningless noise. It is a complex composition, and we, small as we are its listeners, its feelers, its recorders. The more we learn of gravitational waves, the more a wonder grows. The universe is not silent. It speaks at frequencies we only recently learned to hear. Like love, often invisible, not reducible to numbers, yet known by the tremor it leaves in us. So too with the universe. It breathes, it vibrates, it speaks, it sings, simply beyond hearing's old range. Tonight, as you lie still and breathe deeply, imagine, within that breath, minute ripples of space-time are passing through. They may have started with a collision billions of years ago, from two black holes melting into one, in a corner where light has long since failed but the echo endures. Now it brushes you. No one else hears it. In that instant, it is only you and the universe, two breaths syncing for a beat. We once thought the universe too distant to touch, but through these other whispers of breath, we know its song is all around us. Every gravitational wave is a message. I'm still breathing. I am still alive. Hearing them teaches more than expansion rates. It teaches the kinship of all life, that every vibration, however small, leaves an imprint upon the weave of space-time. Perhaps one day, with enough wave scores and light scores in hand, we will truly understand how the universe breathes when it rises, when it settles. Yet what matters even more is that we've learned to listen. In listening, we cease to stand outside. We become part of the music, a small, essential note within the endless breath of space and time. Since we began listening to the universe's whispers through gravitational waves, we've stepped deeper into awareness, seeing the cosmos not as a flat image, but as a living being with breath, vibration, and heartbeat. And as we listen more closely, we begin to notice, perhaps we faced the wrong way all along. The universe isn't expanding into anything. It isn't inflating to occupy some empty container. Rather, space itself creates more distance between its own points. The feeling that we're moving outward, that there's an edge to be reached, is an illusion, an artifact of our maps, not of reality. The edge is not out there. It's in how we look, in how we assign coordinates. The universe doesn't need a chest wall to breathe. It only needs rhythm. Perhaps we do too. This is one of the deepest, slipperiest truths we face. When we hear the universe is expanding, our minds imagine a giant sphere swelling into a surrounding void, like a balloon being blown up. That picture is simple and wrong. The universe is not expanding into anything. Outside the universe, there is no outside. Space itself is what's expanding. Points in the universe aren't flying outward. They simply grow farther apart because the fabric of space-time is stretching. We're not walking toward a boundary. The ruler itself is getting longer. Imagine standing on the surface of a balloon, not beside it. As the balloon inflates, the points on the surface spread apart. Yet there is no center on the surface, no external beyond to head toward. Our universe is like that, intrinsic, with no outside. The urge to find an edge is a map illusion, flattening something curved that has no border. Asking what's outside the universe is like asking what lies north of the North Pole. The question dissolves because outside exists only in our minds, not in the structure of reality. It's unsettling because it defies instinct. We are born into boundaries, sky and ground, horizon lines, walls and skin. Everything in our experience has an inside and an outside. Yet the universe, the stage of everything, has no rim. It doesn't need to touch anything. It doesn't expand within something else. It expands within itself. That can shake our sense of safety. If there is no outside, where are we? And yet, it grants a strange freedom. We belong everywhere within the universe's breath. Without borders, there is no place we are not allowed to be. The universe doesn't widen because something pushes it. It widens by the rhythm of space-time itself. Matter tells space-time how to curve. Space-time tells matter how to move. And from that dialogue, the common breath emerges. The universe needs no lungs, because space-time is the lung. Each expansion is an exhale. Each contraction, if it comes, would be an inhale. There is no wall of ribs here, only rhythm, only process. In spiritual language, this hints at another truth. Existence needs no perimeter to be real. We think of beginnings and endings, clean shapes and edges. The universe teaches that rhythm alone is enough for life. The rhythm may be cyclical, evolutionary, or never quite repeating. But so long as the pulse remains, life remains. The universe needs no border, nor do we need the border of concepts to know who we are. We only need to feel the cadence of being. When we speak of edges, we reveal the limits of perception more than physics. Humans long for endpoints of the universe, of time, of death, of love. But each time we near an end, it slips away, like walking on a curved map and circling back without noticing. Perhaps there is no ultimate end, because reality has no rim. Only the flattened mind invents an edge for comfort. In truth, we were never inside anything. We have always been part of the whole. Saying the universe doesn't expand into nothingness is saying there is no nothingness to expand into. Everything is already here. Space is not a waiting stage for matter. It is born of matter's presence. Matter sculpts curvature. Curvature gives rise to space. The world does not float in a ready-made frame. It fashions its own frame. A song needs no stage to exist. It is its own sound and rhythm. The universe doesn't expand into anywhere. It widens the meaning of itself. Understanding this brings ease to our own lives. Like the universe, we need no chest wall to live. We often crave a single purpose, a fixed limit, a final destination. Through the universe's lens we see, there is no final stop, only rhythm. We are born, we inhale, we journey, we exhale. We expand with knowledge and experience, then draw inward with quiet and reflection. As long as that rhythm continues, we are living as the universe lives. Our sense of a far horizon is a profoundly human mirage. The horizon seems a line where sky meets ground. Walk toward it, and it recedes. So it is with the universe. Each time we think we near the edge, it opens further, not because it flees, but because its nature is borderless. Edges appear on flat maps. Accept curvature, and you find every point within every other no. Outside, no. Inside. The more we take this in, the closer the universe feels. No longer a cold sphere inflating in darkness. It becomes a living breath we are resting within. Each breath you draw is part of that breath. Inhale, and you expand a little with space. Exhale, and you settle a little with time. Your body is not outside the cosmos. It is another form of it. The nothingness we fear is often just the calm between two breaths. There is nothing to dread there. Between breaths lies a small stillness, no in, no out. We call it quiet. The universe has such quiet, two seasons of near balance, neither contracting nor stretching. In that stillness, new possibilities are born. No rhythm holds forever, and no stillness is eternal. Beat follows beat. Rest follows motion. The music of being. You might say the universe has no outside because we are its inside. We are coordinates aware of coordinates. We cannot step out of the universe to survey it whole, just as a drop cannot leave the sea to learn what water is. But within that limit is a boundless freedom, the freedom to change our viewpoint. We needn't go anywhere. We need only understand differently. That is the turn these words invite. A reversed gaze. Don't view the universe from without, but from within. Don't think of yourself as a spectator, but as a part breathing with the whole. Then worries about edges and voids soften and fall away. For in the end, the universe needs no chest wall, only rhythm. And perhaps we are the same. We need no outer border of meaning, no ultimate answer to be alive. We need to inhale and exhale with awareness, with love, with curiosity. As long as we can feel the cadence of presence, we are in harmony with the cosmos. Every map has margins. Reality does not. Every mind draws lines. Awareness is unbounded. Relax into the rhythm, and you may realize there is nowhere to go, because you have always been within the universe's breath. From this reversed perspective, no edges, no borders, only breath traveling invisibly through space-time. We begin to see that the universe's deepest lesson may be found in the simplest act, breathing. At the root Every cosmic motion is an image of how we live. As space expands, as stars flare and fade, as light travels through the dark, all are openings and closings, and in that vastness, we small beings on a dust mote called Earth are breathing with the universe, expanding and contracting in our understanding, our feelings, our meaning. In the end, breath is more than a physical motion. It is a metaphor for growth. Expansion is when we seek, learn, and step beyond comfort. Contraction is when we doubt, feel lost, and question ourselves, drawing inward to listen. Then we open again the same, yet changed, recognizing that questions are not meant to shut knowledge, but to unfold a new layer of awareness. Like the universe, no two breaths of a life are identical. On the inhale, we receive. On the exhale, we release. And between the two lies a stillness where life and understanding meet. When we widen our knowing, we are like the universe in its expanding phase. We read, observe, love, stumble, and experience. We stretch to hold more of the world. Sometimes it aches. Expansion means contact and friction. As galaxies drift apart, so too we may feel isolated amid a vast landscape of ideas. Yet eventually we see, expansion isn't separation. It's creating room for more to coexist. The more we learn, the smaller we feel, and the more connected. Then comes contraction, skepticism. Doubt is the seed of wisdom, the gravity that draws us back to our center. It isn't pessimism, but the universe pausing to check its own breath. As the cosmos slowed after inflation, we too must sometimes stop to examine what we've believed and been. In doubt, we don't deny the past. We retune the rhythm. Are we living true, or merely expanding by habit? It is a deep inhale, gathering energy and attention. Then, when full, we exhale, opening a new circle of awareness. That rhythm, open, draw in, open, is existence's cycle. Not only in the universe, but in the soul. We open when we love. We contract when we are hurt. We open again when we heal, wider, slower, truer. As the universe expands without cease, it also learns to adjust its tempo, to balance gravity with dark energy. Human life, on a smaller scale, mirrors the same balance perfectly. Picture yourself beneath the night sky, gazing at distant stars. Each point of light is a heartbeat from the past, sent millions or billions of years ago, arriving only now. When you inhale, your lungs receive air filled with atoms forged in stellar explosions. When you exhale, you return carbon, oxygen, and vapor, matter that will drift into wind, into trees, into soil, back into the cosmos. You and the universe are not separate. Each breath you take belongs to the great breath of all. Every star out there is like a speck in the lung of this immense being, where the universe inhales with light and exhales with darkness. Knowing this, the night is no longer distance, it is a mirror. Look up and you see yourself. Stars are not just burning things, they are cells in the cosmic lung, helping sustain our shared pulse. When you breathe, you are not alone. Millions of galaxies are breathing with you, slowly, deeply, patiently, in time's long cadence. Some say the universe breathes so slowly that a single breath lasts tens of billions of years. If so, we live inside a small part of that breath. We may be only dust, but dust helps make the light. In the limitless, a single mindful breath fulfills our role. Sometimes, keeping pace with the cosmos isn't a matter of running after it, but of listening. Listen, and you'll sense. Each time you broaden your understanding, you aren't merely learning, you are expanding with life's breath. Each time you doubt, it isn't weakness, it is the universe within you, pausing to adjust the curve of the question. And each time you open again, you are new, like light traveling through expanding space. You redden, soften, and carry time's story within you. With every inhale and exhale, you are no longer the person of the prior breath. The universe's breathing teaches one more thing. All life moves in cycles, and those cycles are not closed circles. They are widening spirals. We return, but at a higher turn. We love again, but deeper. We trust again, but wiser. We hurt again, but lighter. So each contraction and opening brings us closer to our own essence. In this perspective, doubt is no longer the opposite of belief, but the inhale of the intellect. Just as in the body, if we only exhale, we will exhaust ourselves. If we only inhale, we will suffocate. Only when both breaths balance does life sustain itself. The same applies to the mind. Only when we learn to open our hearts to receive and contract in reflection can we truly live, not just exist. And just like the universe, our breath is never separate from the greater rhythm of the whole. Every thought, every feeling, every breath is a ripple in the ocean of consciousness. Pause for a moment. Place your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. It is never perfectly steady. There are faster beats, slower beats, sometimes slight irregularities, but it's this very imperfection that signals life. The universe is the same. It does not expand perfectly. It does not flow like a machine. Sometimes it speeds up, sometimes it slows down, sometimes it becomes chaotic, but it is precisely in its imperfection that it lives and is beautiful. If it were perfectly regular, it would be dead. The same with us if we lived solely by fixed ideals. Without contracting and expanding with life, we would turn into stone. Life, in the end, is the art of rhythm, and that's why, when we look up at the night sky, we feel at peace. In that darkness, there is a breath so slow, so deep, surrounding us. We don't know where it begins, and we don't need to know where it will end. We only need to inhale, touching a part of the infinite. Exhale, returning our breath to the space. And in this cycle, we are doing exactly what the universe has been doing since its beginning. Giving and receiving, opening and closing, living and dissolving. We could say that breath is the perfect metaphor for awakening. When we breathe consciously, we reconnect with the present moment, the only time that truly exists. When we breathe with the universe, we remember that we are not separate from it, but made of the same material. There are no borders between us and the stars, between us and the dust. Every molecule in our breath once belonged to a star that exploded billions of years ago. The universe is not out there, it is in our lungs, in our blood, in the gaze with which we look at the sky. And when we realize this, life becomes more gentle. Every breath becomes a ritual, every heartbeat a greeting. Each time we open our eyes to the stars, it is a silent dialogue between two beings. One vast beyond measure, one infinitesimally small, breathing together slowly, deeply. Tonight, before you close your eyes, try this. Sit still, breathe in slowly, imagining you are inhaling light from distant stars. Then exhale gently, imagining you are sending a part of the warmth of your heart back to the universe. Do this a few times. You'll see there's no need to understand the entire universe. You only need to feel its rhythm, because in that moment, you are no longer just an observer. but a participant in the very breath of life. Finally, breath is how the universe tells us. Live as we do, slowly, deeply, and truly. Open to receive the new, contract to listen to yourself. Then open again to love once more. Every time you look up at the night sky, remember, you are not small. You are part of that immense breath. You breathe with the universe. One slow, very deep breath. You can close your eyes now. Let your thoughts dissolve like mist. If your mind still wants to wander, let it continue its journey onto the next video, where we'll dive deeper into the mysteries of the soul. But if your body is tired, let this sound lull you into sleep. No need to try hard. Just breathe. And remember, everything you're seeking is already quietly within yourself.